Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your part of the world, whenever you're watching this. I'm Deborah Roth from Spirited Living and delighted to be here with you yet again for another dance with your inner goddess team, with our divinely feminine wisdom, which we do almost every week, mostly on Wednesdays. I was with my grand cuties yesterday, so I didn't do it yesterday, so it's occasionally I do it on a Thursday. Happy to be here. If you hear thunder and noises and rain splashing, it's because we are in the tail end of Hurricane Elsa up in New York City. Lots of crazy thunderstorms today. And it seems quite lovely that this day is a new moon. It is the new moon in Cancer. I'll be doing my new moon women's circle tonight at 7 Eastern. Hello, Barbara. And we're taking a whole direction with blessing our homes and reconsecrating our homes as sacred. And it's just been a wild time, so I didn't really have a chance to sit down and dive into the goddess of the week. I had picked her out a couple weeks ago when I discovered that one of her, now I can't find it, but apparently one of her festival days is around July 8th, which today is. I have just gone down the tarot rabbit hole this afternoon and found so many, and you can do the same, so many wonderful sites that talk about her. And like all of our journeys into the divine feminine, playing with our inner goddess team, of course, her energy as this Buddhist bodhisattva, this Buddhist goddess, Tibetan goddess, in one of her 21 faces, as she and all of the goddesses that we deal with, really, that I bring here, that I introduce you to, and that I deepen my connection with, and hopefully yours, really remind us that we all carry within us the qualities of the divine feminine, of compassion, of intuition, honoring our emotions, honoring our bodies, and which can be so objectified and treated in not very nice ways in our modern culture. And then, of course, through nature. And in ancient times, when the goddess was in all of her forms, was honored throughout the world, many of those celebrations and those festivals were really about her connection to the earth. And in fact, one of the things that I discovered that I love is that apparently when in the midst of coronavirus, in the midst of COVID last year in 2020, when the Dalai Lama was asked what he would suggest, what would be the most powerful meditation or mantra for people to move through that challenging time. And of course, we're still in it. Some areas, some countries more than others. And I wish I'd known this then, but I happen to sing mantras to Tara fairly frequently. But what he suggested was to sing, and I'll share it with you at the end, the Tara mantra. And there are many, but there's a particular one that you can sing along with me. All of the chants that I share with you are very simple, and I purposely don't post the words because I want you to be able to just not be in your head about it, to just be in your body, to be in your voice, and to make it this vocal meditation. So that's looking ahead a little bit, but I love that specifically Tara was the goddess, was the bodhisattva that His Holiness recommended for all of us to honor and to chant to and to call upon. She has in many, and I'm going to look at my notes here because there's so much about her, really. If you just go on and Google Tara festivals and Tara worship, you will find so many. She's in several strains of Buddhism, and particularly known as the Tibetan goddess. This is one of the manifestations, one of the representations of her from one of my favorite, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There's always so much light shining on it. We'll bring her back like that. Can't see her too well because she's shiny. From the goddess Oracle Death that I love. And she is known as the Mother of Liberation, and she represents all the virtues of work and of our achievements. As I mentioned, she has 21 forms, and each one of them has a different color, a different spiritual attribute. Probably of all of them, the ones that are most known are Green Tarot, which I'm going to focus a little bit more on today because we could just go off in all kinds of directions with all the wonderful tarots, and the White Tarot. And the White Tarot is, let's see, associated with compassion and long life. And the Green Tarot is associated with enlightened activity and abundance. And both of them, all of them, are particularly known to support us and guide us through challenging times, through times of big transition, which as a life and career transition coach, that really resonates with me. And we can do that in many ways. She is pictured, this is one of the beautiful representations. Hopefully you can see this a little better. This is one of her representations as the Green Tarot. And she is sitting with one leg tucked under her, kind of in repose and in rest and meditation. But the other one is stretched out. You probably can't see that very well, but it is stretched out because she's ready to burst into motion, into activity, to help anyone who needs her nurturing, her compassion, her help. She's an actively engaged bodhisattva goddess, and she's ready to step down from her lotus throne to offer comfort and protection from all of the sufferings we experience in the world. She was apparently she grew from the first drop of compassion that landed in a lake, and a lotus appeared, and out of that lotus, Tara entered the world. So her story goes. What else do I want to tell you about her? She is, so this is beautiful. Certain inner qualities, and to understand outer, inner, and secret teachings, such as the karuna, which is compassion. We talked about that. Metta, and many of you know of the metta, loving kindness meditation. And shunyata, which is emptiness, allowing ourselves just to empty out and be fully present. So I think that's all anything else I want? Oh, I know. I would love to share with you this beautiful prayer that I found. There's so much, as I said, I could go on, but I do want to spend a little bit more time than I usually do singing her chants so that you can sing along with me wherever you are, because I feel like, well, it certainly has the blessing of the Dalai Lama, but I feel like we're just continuing in these challenging times, and yeah, we'll sing the chant in a minute, but at any rate, here is a beautiful, and I want to make sure I give credit where it is due. This is a beautiful prayer to Mother Tara from Amrita Nadi. O Tara, joy of the world, let your presence be more fully known by us. Just close your eyes and take this in. Clear away whatever obstacles there may be, and let light, comfort, and inspiration that you are be known evermore fully by us now. Pacify suffering conditions and help us to live well. Encourage us to outdo what we thought was possible before. Stabilize whatever we have now of health, virtue, wisdom, and good fortune, and increase to meet our needs whatever we may lack. O glorious Tara, hope of the world, to you we all pray. May your blessings be upon us, so that we can, each one of us, achieve our aims and peace and fulfillment. Isn't that beautiful? So, the chant I would love to share with you, and it is from Deborah Premal. I have all of her oldest CDs, and I probably have, probably most of her things are on there, but if you haven't found her, she's a wonderful, thunder, I don't know if you can hear that. Very powerful thunder for our Tara. She, Deborah Premal sings beautiful, very easy to learn and repeat Sanskrit chants. And this one I have sung for years, and because it didn't actually say the word Tara in it, I didn't actually understand. I've been singing it along with her on her CDs for a long, long time. And this is how it goes. Now, in Tibet, the chant is Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture, Soha. What Deva sings on her chant CDs is Swaha, and that's how I've learned it. And it's an ancient mantra that's related to Tara, the mother of all Buddhas, and especially in her manifestation of green Tara. And it means Om and salutations to the mother of all blessings. Om and salutations. May the mother of all guard and protect me and fill my needs. And it goes like this. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture, Swaha. 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 Please take that in. Hold your divinely present, divinely feminine wisdom deep inside. If you want to explore further with it, go to my website, spiritedliving.com, and we can do some fun goddess team work together. But whatever you do now, take that chant with you. Maybe I will after the fact, I'll put the words in the comments when I sign off, so that you can sing it on this blessed day. And if you go online, you will find all of her other festivals that you can sing along to. May your new moon be a beautiful, powerful one. Come back and join us at 7 if you can. Just reach out to me and I'll let you know how. And have a beautiful week. Namaste.